It's 2 for Tuesday, an open tag from Knife Delights. And today we're going to look at two knives that are in a lot of ways quite similar, but yet they are also very different than each other. And I'm also going to give you an update on the Rosecraft Brier Patch. This has been a great knife. I've been carrying it ever since I got it. I do have my initial impressions up from a few weeks ago. It's got a beautiful clip point blade. And then I think you would call this a lamb's foot. It's different. It's not a sheep's foot. It has that downward cant, which is really nice. And this is made out of D2. It's got a beautiful black bone. And I know the camera doesn't really do it justice. It's got some gray in it. Looks really nice. The fit and finish on this knife is beautiful. I have noticed one issue with it. These corners here are quite sharp. This one is still sharp. This one, what I did is I took a diamond stone and I just lightly hit the sharp points like that, and then the corners on each side to knock off that sharpness. Now when I run my finger over here, it's comfortable. This one, it almost feels like it's going to give you like it's going to cut you. I noticed in a few different grips, especially when the knife is open, from doing more of a chest lever grip or a reverse grip, that sharp corner right here is digging into my hand. Now, since the lamb's foot's the blade that I fixed, if I open up the clip point and I do the same thing, it's not bothering my hand. Over extended use, sure, that point's going to rub in, but that initial gotcha type feeling is now gone just by dulling that. Now you have to be careful. You can't go crazy on it. You can only do a little bit, because if you look at this, let me see if I can get this to focus. The contact area is very small. So that's your stop for when the blade opens. So you can see, since that contact area is small, you don't want to do too much. You can see how this is flush. And if I open up the other blade, you can tell here, if I can get the camera right there, you can see just by that slight gap right there, you can tell there's just a very small bevel that I put on that edge. Doesn't change the function of the knife. It's still just as strong, but it makes it a lot more comfortable to use in some grips. Now these two knives are, as you can see, they're about the same size. They're about the same weight. They're the same type of build. They're both stainless steel based and D2 blades. The difference is this one has black micarta covers. Another difference is on this one, the blades open from opposite ends. And this Rough Ryder Reserve is called the TearJerk. This one, both blades open from the same side. Instead of a clip point blade, this one has a spear point with a nice fat tip. I found this tip very useful for eating. If you want to spread something like butter, or jelly, cream cheese, anything you want to spread, this is wonderful. This is a wonderful blade for. And I do that almost every day for breakfast. I'm spreading butter. And just in general for food, this has been an excellent knife. The other blade, see, sticking with the same philosophy, you have kind of a main blade with a point, and then you have a utility blade. This one, instead of the lamb's foot, has a worn cliff, but it's one of these ones with this really nice long round down to a point. So not only is it good for any kind of utility cuts, it's really good for getting up underneath stuff and popping it up. This is just an excellent knife. I've carried this one quite a bit too. I really like this one a lot. These are the slips I carry them in. We just open these up and place them side by side. As you can see, they are very similar size. The Briarpatch Jack does have slightly longer cutting edge, but it's such a slight difference, it's not really anything that's going to matter at all. For all intents and purposes, you get the same blade length. Just pick your blade style. And the other blade, there you can see the differences in them. The difference in the blade style. So which one is more useful to you? I found them both to be extremely useful, and I'm just as happy with either one. If anything, I might give a slight advantage to this because of just a few tasks that I have as an IT guy. This gently sloping worn cliff gives me a few instances where I need to get under some stuff to cut it, and so that's been excellent. But I'm about equally happy with both knives. They're both priced pretty similarly. They have the same build quality, same materials. I just wanted to present another option to the new Briarpatch Jack that's about an equivalent. It comes down to which blade styles you prefer more than anything else. That's going to be it for this 2 for Tuesday. We'll see you on the next one.